Hey Pisces, how are you? Welcome back. If you've been here before, if you haven't, welcome, and welcome to your August 2018 reading. So, I'm starting at the end of the zodiac this month and going backwards because normally you're always last, Pisces, because you're the last one in the zodiac. This month I'm going to start with you. I'm not going to do too much astrology talk, going to get straight into it. We've just had the total lunar eclipse. We're going to have another one in August again, so let's just see what's going on with messages. All the info you need, personal readings, the decks I'm using, 10% discount for the Spiritual Parlour store is linked down below. If you're on Instagram, go check me out there because I've just posted some love candles, wealth candles, all kinds of stuff up on Instagram so you can have a look and grab yourself a discount. So let's get into it. So Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. This is a general reading, guys. It won't resonate with everyone. But Spirit, what message do you have for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising? If there's a message for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising, then please let it be known. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Okay, so first card will represent an issue, or a theme, I should say. Second card will represent the issue. Four of Wands, falling out. Okay, so this could be a message for someone about achievement. Stability, especially with things that we're passionate about. In this deck, it's not illustrated as much, but Four of Wands, it's about what we love, what we're passionate about, our creativity, and it's the suit of fire, so it's all the passionate things in life. And 4 as a number is the first sort of number of stability, achievement. So there could be some achievement on the cards. Let's just make sure these are all the right way round. Okay, second card will represent the heart of the matter or issue. 5 of Wands. Ooh, okay, so that's a little bit of battle, internal battle. So it could be that there's some battle for this achievement. Okay, if that wants to come out, it will. Third card will represent the recent past. Fifth card will represent, so fourth card, I should say, will represent the present. Fifth card will represent the advice. And the sixth card will be 2 of Wands, the future. A lot of wands, a lot of passion. Sixth card will represent a potential outcome for 6 of Wands, departure, moving away. For Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Okay, so I always read the cards that jump out, guys, and we'll see if they are messages that need to really be heard. They will be in the main spread. What's that that's flipped? 2 of Swords. Okay, being at a crossroads. Alright, that's nice and shuffled. Let's see what comes out in your actual spread. Okay, Pisces, 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 Pisces. What is the message for Pisces? What is, where is the message for Pisces? I instantly feel called here, Pisces, so we're going to read from that half of the deck. And your bottom of the deck energy is 9 of Wands. Lots of wands. Okay, so the energy of the 9 of Wands is about stamina, keeping going. 9 is a number, you know, it's the number of content and being in a content space because it's just before we get to the 10, which is the ultimate completion. But energy with this particular 9 is, because it's a suit of wands, and there's a lot of action, there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of stability in it. And, you know, it follows the 8, which is the quick moving action. So once you get to, you know, the 9, you might run out of energy, you might run out of stamina, and you might start thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, can I really keep going? And the message of the 9 of Wands is you've invested your 8 wands already. If you're sitting there thinking, oh my God, can I keep going? Then you must. Okay, you must keep going, you must keep up the stamina. So let's see. 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords come out again. Temperance, Queen of Wands, the Death card, ooh, and Judgment. Okay, interesting set of cards here that have come out. Interesting energies. Let's take a close look at this. Yeah. Rebirth, rebirth is what comes to mind. Rebirth. And there is a second chance for a Pisces out there, I feel like I'm being pushed to say, to redo whatever it is that you need to do. Whatever didn't quite work out the first time around, I feel like this August or in the very near future, you're going to be given a chance to do it again. And what I must say as well, Pisces, is if you've been watching your readings since I've been doing them, which has only been past, what, 3 or 4 months, every month almost, apart from the last reading that I did for the solar eclipse, the same message has come out for Pisces with the same card, the Three of Swords, always in your past position. And it felt very much to me like there was a message here for someone who was going through something and needed to move on. They needed to move on. Now, I don't know if this is the message for the same Pisces or if this is a different set of Pisces, but it feels very much to me like there is going to be a rebirth, a second chance, because of what's here in your future. But before we get there, so acceptance. A Pisces or a group of Pisces, or some of you, you've finally accepted things for what they are. You've got the Five of Swords, which fell out as I was shuffling, and you've also got it here is your actual issue. So the Five of Swords is about surrender. 5 as a number in tarot generally is a challenging number across the tarot amongst most pursuits. In the suit of swords, swords is not a easy suit. It's all about challenges. And in this particular suit, the energy is about surrender. You know, it's about victory and defeat is how I always put the energy of this card across to people. It's about victory and defeat, but it depends a lot on the cards that are around it, how I read it. And I feel that in this particular situation, this is not defeat, this is more victory, and this is more acceptance and moving on. I feel as though you've been very patient. You've been very patient with something, Pisces. You know, you've got here next to your acceptance card, your surrender, you've got here the Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles is a suit. It is the slowest suit. It is linked to earth. It is linked to what we own, wealth, finance, all that kind of stuff. But the energy behind it, because I'm doing a general reading, is about being patient and waiting. 7 is the number of potential. Okay, it's the potential success or further success once you've achieved quite a bit of good success at 6. Okay, so the 6 of Pentacles is achievement. It is solid achievement. And the 7 is, well, there's potential, there's more to go further, but you have to be patient. And I feel very much that you've been patient for something. You've been patient for something that maybe you thought had a lot of potential or did show you a lot of potential, but then something happened and you've just surrendered to it. You've just said, you know what, that's it. I'm out of this. I'm moving forward. The recent past, balance. So in the recent past, maybe from this surrendering, you've found your actual balance. You've got Temperance is your past energy, and it's a major arcana card. It's not a day-to-day energy like these guys here or any of the suits. It is quite a significant thing once we get to a point where we just, we find that balance. That's what Temperance represents. It also represents the sun sign of Sagittarius. So I don't know if some of you have been dealing with a Sagittarius. If this situation is about a person, it doesn't have to be a Sagittarius. You take what resonates with you. But the energy of this card, apart from representing the Sag, because, the star signs don't own the cards, they just represent. But the energy is, what owns the card is about balance. And I feel very much like balance has been a key thing, especially with, the Five of Swords, which is about surrendering, acceptance, and the Seven of Pentacles, which is, the energy of being patient and waiting. I feel very much that for some of you Scorpios, what I'm getting, how I feel is patience and balance has been a big thing. Whether it's been needing balance in a relationship, needing balance at work, needing balance at home, needing balance with your friends, you take what resonates with you. I get the feeling that balance and fairness, I want to say, has been a thing, an energy of the past which has brought you here. And so in the present, here now, you've got your Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, she, out of all the queens, I call her like the go-getter. She is you know, the energy is, I link her to things like, when I think of CEOs of companies, very creative, very dynamic people, people who know what they want, and people who are not afraid to get what they want. Someone very creative, ambitious. It's that kind of energy where you're forward thinking, and it doesn't matter whether you're a male or female watching this. It's just the energy of the wands, of the Queen of Wands, keeping it general because I don't know everybody's situation. But in the present, I feel like what's brought you here is this balance in the past, and just thinking, you know what, this is what I want. This is what I want. I want this balance. So you know what, I'm accepting the situation for what it is. I have been patient, and now I'm moving forward. And the advice is, if that is you, Pisces, if that's your situation, there's going to be a hell of a rebirth, because you've got death in your advice position. And death is by no means a tarot card or energy to be freaked out by. You know, if you've watched before, I always say I love the energy of death, the tarot card, not literal death. I love this energy because to me, what I get and what I feel from death's energy is it takes away the blockage. It removes what no longer serves you, and it makes way for something new. Now, this isn't a traditional deck like what I normally use, so the imagery is a little bit different. But normally, traditionally, when you have the death card, you've got obviously the Grim Reaper, the guy here, and he's normally on a horse, and there's people sort of dying around him, and there's someone standing next to him, sort of begging him or putting his hand out for him. And that represents not being scared, taking that rebirth, taking the falling away of the blockage, taking the removal of what no longer serves you. Because in the background, with the death card, you've got it here, but always in the background, there is the sun. And that is what I get from the energy of death. It is about that natural death and rebirth. It also represents the sun sign of Scorpio, because Scorpio in astrology represents death and rebirth. And it also represents what house of it? The 8th house, which is death, rebirth, taxes, shared money, all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to do too much astrology today, so I won't go into that. But my main point is, this energy is a great energy. It is about renewal, Pisces. It's about, you know, taking that air of the Queen of Wands and saying, you know what, this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to go for, and this is what I'm going to get, and there is going to be no compromise this time. I'm going to get it. And your advice is just let it happen. Let it happen. Go after what you want, I feel, is what I'm being pushed to say, because the energy of death is supporting you, and honestly, it is a great energy. And one of the things I love in readings is when I see the death card next to judgment. Judgment is another major arcana card, and the energy here is second chances, evaluation, and basically a comeback. Yeah, this represents second chances, evaluation. You know, in a traditional deck, you will see an angel with people raising out of the coffin, almost, if you like, being called by the angel, because it is about having that second chance. This energy is very much as well about looking back at the past, because it's judgment, not so much just being judged, but looking back at what has happened. And once you get this opportunity for this second chance or this rebirth, to take what you need, take what serves you, and move forward with it. So I feel this is probably the best reading or the best energy that I've tapped into for a Pisces out there since I've been doing your readings, because I feel very much this is an improvement on the solar eclipse one I did. So if you haven't watched the solar eclipse one, and check back on the playlist, and you are, I think I did you guys second or third. I did you quite near to the start of the video, but the times are all linked as well, where all the sun signs start. And that was a really, really positive reading as well, and it showed forward movement, and this just confirms it. This just confirms that whatever it was, if this is the message for the same set of Pisces that I've been tapping into over the last couple of months, that death of the Three of Swords that was always here in your recent past position, or always here in your you know, the actual matter, what's going on position. And the Three of Swords is all about betrayal, heartache, deception. It's not a very, very nice energy, but it was always up here, and now it's completely gone. So if this is a message for you, well done. Whatever decisions you've made, it's gonna pay off. And your bottom of the deck energy was, you know, to keep going. Put that 9th wand into the ground, Pisces. Okay, put it into the ground this August, and moving forward, take your second chance, which is your outcome, to do whatever it is you need to do. Love, job, family, home, however it resonates. Take that second chance, grab your rebirth, and yeah, like you've already done, surrender, accept it is what it is. You've been patient, okay? Surrender and move forward. Lovely. That is such a, this is such a positive reading. You know, it shows clear rebirth, and I think we've just had this solar eclipse, total lunar solar eclipse on Friday in my sun sign, in the sun sign of Aquarius. It happened right by the south node. So, you know, I won't get too astrology specific on you for those of you who don't know much about astrology, but that position where it happened is all about releasing, because the south node is the karma, the south node is past life issues that we bring into this life and that kind of stuff. It's really interesting that the eclipse actually happened there. So it is about releasing. So if that's what you've done, perfect. Or if that's what you're doing, brilliant. Couldn't have been more better timed. Pisces, I feel like what I need to say, this is the best time to do it. And we've got another eclipse as well coming up in mid-August. So, you know, that's good. All right, let's pull you an angel card. So what does Pisces need to know, Spirit? There's a message. Oh, there we go. So that one's flipped. Trust. Okay, so you've got trust, Pisces. So what do you need to trust? It says, trust. You can trust the people around you. They are earth angels sent to give you guidance you seek. Okay, so you can trust the people around you, Pisces. They are earth angels sent to give you the guidance you seek. There's nothing better than having earth angels around you. So it could be close friends, family, whoever, people that you confide in. When you find them, they are great to have. It's great to have around you people that you can trust. So that's the message for you, whoever needs to hear that. And I think I'm going to pull you an affirmation card as well. I'm going to pull you one of these personal affirmation cards to see what you need to know. So what does Pisces need to know on this journey, Spirit? Obviously, Pisces is on a journey. I can see death. I can see judgment. Okay, there's your card, elegance. And it says, elegance. It is found in the beauty of nature, the lotus waiting to bloom. Be the swan on the water and glide. So elegance is the card that you got. Elegance is found in the beauty of nature. The lotus is waiting to bloom. Be the swan on the water and glide. Yeah, be the lotus and bloom. They're the words that are in italics here. Be the lotus and bloom, because your second chance is here, Pisces. And you've got the energy of death, that beautiful energy surrounding you. So, you know, bloom. Bloom, definitely. And trust. Know who you can put your trust in, because obviously there's a few people around you that potentially it seems as though you can trust. So have a wonderful month of August. I hope this situation goes so well, whoever this message is for. Stay tuned. Please do like, share, subscribe, but stay tuned, because I'm going to do a second reading for August as well for all the sun signs. Probably mid-August, because the first and final of this year's eclipses will be, I think it's mid-August. I think it's sometime mid-August. It's in a couple of weeks' time. So press the subscription button, press the little bell so you can get a notification. Thank you for all your engagement, Pisces, as well, because your videos are quite highly watched. So thank you for all the support. Have a wonderful month, and I will catch you in time for the next eclipse. So I'll see you soon. Take care.